again. So I just finished making the jewelry. I did the earrings and I did the necklace. So for the most part, I had a pretty good time and nothing too challenging. Like I said before, I thought the most challenging part was going to be the earrings, but it turned out to be pretty easy. The hardest part about the earrings was actually getting the pliers and bending the base, metal base, to fit into the fish hole. Because if you didn't do it right, then your earring or the base would just fall apart, fall off, and without making sure it was pinched tight enough so it wouldn't have no space to wiggle out, then you did a great job. But if not, other than that, if it messed up and you didn't do it tight enough, it would have fell apart. I That was the real challenge, to tell you the truth. It was the point pinching into the fish hook and making sure it stuck together. Other than that, the challenges were pretty easy. I mean, slim to none actually, because literally when I was making my necklace, I was just putting the beads into like a brace or like a necklace type material, and the earrings was just putting the beads onto the fish, the metal little bar, and it was pretty easy for the most part. So I had a pretty good time doing that. Um, would I do it again? I tell you the truth, I probably would not do it again. Not because I didn't like it, just because it's not something that I like, I want to try to do jewelry making. I know for doing it for this class, of course I would do it, and I had a good time while I was doing it. But it didn't seem like this would be the type of thing like, I would want to pick up and start doing on a regular basis. It was fun while it lasted, and it was something totally different, something I'd never done before. But to say that I would do it again, I must be lying. Um, that the feelings I got when I was participating in the jewelry making was, pretty neutral. I didn't have no missed feeling. I mean, like, yeah, miss feelings or nothing like that. I was pretty, comfortable with settings. There was My friends came over and they were like acting heck or looking at me weird because I was like doing jewelry stuff. But I explained to them that was for a class, and they were all okay. It makes sense. So I think because of that, it was like it's more for like a class. It wasn't like, oh, I'm doing this because I want to. I'm doing it. It's more like I'm doing it for the class, so I can get a good. I mean, so I can get the grade. And this is something I had to do. So maybe that's why I didn't feel too uncomfortable. And plus, it was at the comfort of my house too. So with my family and all that, and I know I'm doing this for school. Maybe if I went somewhere else and did it like in a different setting, maybe with a bunch of women or the like just a different setting, I maybe would have felt maybe more nervous or more to expect. But for the most part, I was pretty comfortable, and I was happy that I participated in the event. And I had a fairly actually good time doing it. It was fun, and I got to give the stuff to my niece after I was done with it. The insights I got, it's not the insights I got from the gender's point of view was, making jewelry is not really to me. I mean, of course, guys would think it was like a more of a feminist type of activity, but to me, it didn't seem like that. It just seemed like it was just a hobby someone would get into if they really loved doing it. It didn't seem like, oh, girls make jewelry, so I mean, I'm a guy, I'm making jewelry, so this is out of the norm. It didn't seem like that. It seemed like, if guys really like, fashion or jewelry, they would make that, if it made them happy. So the insights I got was it's for the most part it's if you like making jewelry and it makes you happy, you just do it. It shouldn't be matter whether or not you're a male or female. So to wrap everything up, I had a pretty good experience, great experience of doing this, and I had a good time doing something out the norm. So I hope you